Hey, I wanted to give you a quick behind the scenes on this YouTube stuff. Now, you know I do that Snowball updates on the 1st and the 15th of every month. And I normally try to keep those videos pretty lean because the 1st or the 15th could be on a weekday. In most cases, they are a work day. So normally for those videos, I wake up early in the morning and get them recorded and edited and everything before work because I really like to complete those on the 1st and the 15th of the month. I schedule it out and I'm ready to go. Well, imagine how excited I was that the 15th is a Saturday and I could get up and really add in more things that I want you to know around the dead snowball and all that jazz. So I recorded the video with all its excitement. Went to put it into my editing software and the audio was jacked up. There was a big echo and oh my goodness. So I went and took the audio out and into a different software and it was just all messed up and I was pretty disappointed to say the least. So I worked with it as long as I could and then I just had to let it go. I plan to take my nephews to a college prep course at the library and it was so good. I'm gonna have to tell you, I'm gonna share with you in a video coming up about what I learned. It was so great. It was just amazing. So I'm gonna tell you more about that later, but I just couldn't do y'all like that. And I couldn't do myself like that because whatever I put out, I want to be proud of and I want it to be audible for you and that you're not struggling to listen through. So I knew I would have to re-record it. I don't know why I wanted to tell you, but I wanted to tell you that YouTubing ain't easy. Can I get an amen from my YouTubers? YouTubing ain't easy, but I wasn't going to play y'all like that. But I wanted to give you an explanation as to why it may seem like I'm rushing through this video. It's because this morning I did this video and I had that initial excitement of what you're about to see. And so if it seems like my reaction is lackluster, that may be why. I am still excited. It still blows my mind, but just so you know. And thank you for riding with me. Thank you for listening through all of this. Here's the video. Okay, hopefully, prayerfully, this is going to work out better. I'm using the voice recorder on my phone and using the screencast for just the video because I will have to work out the other issues later. Straight into the budget goals, okay? I have been saying that I want to put more on eBay, but I realized after my last Debt Snowball update that that is not specific enough. I am not really kind of giving myself a real goal around that. More on eBay is just like one extra thing on eBay. So after the last video, I made a goal of adding 10 items to eBay. Now that's a good amount of things to put on there, but I feel like at this point I do have enough to put out there, things I don't wear anymore and just have been hanging around the house. And if I really looked for those things that are kind of things I'm forgetting about just because they're there, I'm sure I could find 10 things to put on eBay. You can see I'm not super close to that goal. I have 9 more things to put on eBay. And that one thing that I put on there was actually from yesterday because I was looking at these goals and prep for this video today. And I said, I need to at least put one thing on there. So I am going to add more things on eBay. And that's probably a goal I'm going to keep for the next few months until I just don't really have much to put out there. Now, I am excited to say that I have sold 2 items on eBay, so I'm really excited about that, and that is great. Now, on to my goals. My birthday is this month. My birthday is in a couple weeks, and I am excited about that. Another year. So, bras, we talked about that already. I won't go into that. I'm still planning on taking a trip. It'll be partially to celebrate my mom's birthday, which was at the end of January, and my birthday at the end of February. I am looking forward to that, getting away, relaxing, and enjoying a change of scenery. Now to filing my tax return. I filed on Thursday. Yay! So that is out of the way for the year, and I used TurboTax. And I am not expecting a huge return because I planned it that way. You may or may not know that most of the time when you get a huge return, it's because you've overpaid your taxes throughout the year, in a sense. Now, this is very generalized, so you'll want to check into it for your own expenses and tax payments and returns and all those things. But in a lot of cases, people overpay their taxes throughout the year. Well, in actuality, what you're doing is taking money that you could spend the way you want to throughout the year and putting it up for your tax return. The thing that I did a couple years back was to evaluate my taxes and see how much I was putting up to about how much I would be charged, what my responsibility is. And I just make sure that what is deducted out of my paycheck every couple weeks is a bit over that amount. So everything else comes to me. For the last couple years, it's worked out that I get maybe a couple hundred back, and that's perfect with me. Not that I got a whole lot back before, but I would rather keep my money throughout the year as opposed to giving my money to the IRS. They give it back to me without any interest building or anything like that because I have, in a sense, overpaid throughout the year in order to get a larger return. I'd rather have my money throughout the year. Again, this is very generalized. Some of you know kind of what I'm talking about. It takes some time and effort to figure out what your taxes are. So I don't want you to just go in and start adjusting deductions or anything like that. Please don't do that without looking into what is specifically your situation and what your taxes will be. But it's definitely something to keep in the back of your mind. And also, when you go that route, to do a lot of research around. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments. And I may be able to supply you with some websites that'll help you calculate the amount and just give you an idea of maybe a couple changes you can make. My debt snowball payment to American Express is going on without a hitch, and that leads me to my 2020 debt payoff plan. So what I'm going to start doing in the debt snowball updates is to go through my debt-free plan. And the reason why I am doing this is because I just want to make sure that I continue to look for the future, make sure I'm on target with my payments, and make sure I'm updating this more frequently than I had in the past. Well, in the recent past, probably about a year or two ago, I used to look at this all the time. I just want to make sure that I'm on target for things. And here we go. This $14,1235, as you know, was the minimum payment for all of the accounts I had at one point. It was about 20 accounts, and this was the minimum payment. So every month I will make at least this amount of a payment every month, as is reflected here. In February, I made a payment to American Express of $1,271.86 so far. And that was about 4 different payments. An extra 100 here, the debt snowball payment of $966. I sold something on eBay, $5.52. So it was just whenever I had something extra, I would put that towards it. And you can see that even if I didn't make another payment to the American Express, I have already met my amount for the month. But this amount was set some years ago, and it's probably due for an adjustment because I've gotten raises and things have changed. So I am just pouring into this American Express as much as it can get. You can see what the numbers look like for January. So if I continue down this road, it looks like in April, I will pay off the American Express. Exciting. And in September, I will pay off the Blue Green and will be consumer debt free. Yes. So that makes that 34 months. Yeah, so it's going to be nice to check in on this, make sure I'm still tracking April and September. And yeah, I'm hoping to get this one knocked out sooner than April, this one sooner than September. So we will see how that goes. Now on to the debt balances themselves. All right, so hold on to your hats. You know, I have already seen these numbers. So the Blue Green has a balance of $7,851.11. The American Express has a balance of $1,982.89. And can you see it? Whew. My goodness. Okay. I'm going to try not to be too excited. I don't know what this audio is sounding like, but the debt paid so far, 82.17%. That's over 45,000 paid, and the current debt amount is under 10,000 to go at $9,834 on the dot. Okay? Oh my goodness. This just makes me smile from ear to ear. Being under 10,000, as you know, on Instagram, I had made mention of this. Will I get under 10,000 with this debt snowball update? And yes, as I mentioned before, I add in these balances. This gets calculated real time, so I don't pre-calculate it. I mean, I could probably get an idea of it, but I don't even do that just because I just am making the payment. So I really don't know. No, like I don't know the exact number until I do this on this video. And I am just elated to be under 10,000. It has felt like a long journey, and I know that there's still months to go, but I'm excited. Under 10,000. And I'm trying not to cry. So I'm just excited. I get to fill in my hexagons because I am under 2,000 on that American Express, and I'm ready to knock it out. So thank you for rocking with me on this video. I know it has been a lot and it has been different, and hopefully by March 1st, I will have my microphone issues worked out. But thank you for rocking with me. Let me know how your debt snowball's coming along. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll chat with you next time. Bye.